Hey guys, Adrian here from EcoStream Water Management. Today I just wanted to talk about PVC and pressure ratings and just alert you to the fact that you may at the moment be doing some of your installations in a non-compliant way. So at the moment I'm talking about in the urban irrigation environment. Irrigation systems on domestic residential that's connected to like the town water supply or a school or a new estate entrance or a parkland. Because in this environment in Victoria, the installation of the irrigation, at least of the irrigation mains, is really overseen by the Victorian Building Authority and by some of the water authorities in some aspects as well. And I wanted to talk about the different classes of fittings that are available. So when you install an irrigation main, and that's from the tapping to the master valve and downstream of the master valve to the field valves, that's how we interpret it anyway. Some people interpret it differently, but we interpret it like that. You need to make sure you're using the right class of PVC for one, and then the right class of fittings. So on the main line, you want to make sure you're using at least a class 12 PVC. You can go up to class 18. You are allowed to use that if you want. But on the main line, you can't go below it in that urban irrigation situation, because you can also get a class 6 and a class 9. Those class 6s and class 9s are really reserved for downstream of the field valves, so for the lateral pipe work. We tend to normally use class 12, but there is situations where we've used class 9 for the laterals as well. But I really wanted to talk about the fittings today, because the fittings are where people can get caught out. All right, so what we've got here is I've got a 40mm T, and I've got here what else have I got? I've got a 40mm faucet T as well. Now, both of those fit into 40mm Australian PVC just fine. And on the main line, quite often you would come across a 40mm PVC main line. What I want to alert you to the fact is that not both of these meet Australian standard. One of them does and one of them doesn't. Now, they both work, they both glue, and you know what? There's a bloody good chance they're going to hold as well, and not blow out. And the difference between the two is that this one meets Australian standard, and it's got an AS NZS 1477. Don't know if you can read that, which indicates that it's okay for use on a main line. It meets Australian standard. This one here has got, I don't know if you can read that, it's got Schedule 40 written on it. Now, that Schedule 40 indicates that in Australia it doesn't meet Australian standards, so you can't use it on irrigation main lines in the urban environment. On a farm somewhere, off a dam, no worries. But in the urban environment, if that blew out and caused some damage to something, to some infrastructure, and your insurance assessor came out, there's a chance that you wouldn't be covered because you used the wrong fitting. Now, once again, will they hold? Yep, because in the States, they use this. This is their standard from what I understand. It will hold, it's pressure rated. It is a pressure rated product because it's been tested in the States and everything. But in Australia, for whatever reason, it hasn't been deemed suitable for mainline. So you've got to keep this Schedule 40 stuff downstream of the field valves. Now, this Schedule 40 stuff is rampant through Australia, and I don't think there's enough information about it for people to make informed decisions about what they're going to use out on their jobs. So just wanted to alert you to the fact about the difference between the class rated Australian standard PVC. Now this one says PN18, that's actually rated to 1800 kPa, so that you'd use that on your class 12 pipe or your class 9 pipe or whatever, even down class 9 obviously downstream of the field valve. But I just wanted to make sure that people were educated around pressure PVC fittings. So that's it guys, thanks for watching.